Hello, it's Greg Watford again, and welcome to this video entitled 3 Key Points in Running a Home-Based Business. Now, before we get on to the key points, I'm going to assume that you're keen to start your own home-based business. You've been doing research on the internet, and that's what's led you to this video. So look, let's get into these three points. I've been in business for a long time, an awful long time, but I've been running a home-based business with my wife Wendy for around about 15 years. And the three most important things that I've thought of on running my business, the first point is money. Initially I thought, oh well, a home-based business, you could just come and start it, very low overheads, just put a bit of pocket change into it and it would actually get up and running and work. Look, that's really not the case. You need to actually put some money aside to not only establish your business but to promote it. Even something simple like pay-per-clicks are going to cost a little bit of money, but there's better ways than doing it than just pay-per-clicks on the internet. So if you're thinking, okay, look, I'm really struggling with my day job and to make ends meet, and I'm looking to supplement my income, and you've got no spare cash available to actually start a home-based business, yes, you can do it. There are ways of doing that, but I believe that you'll end up struggling and it will take a lot longer for you to reach success and reach the point where you can, with an income generated from your home-based business that would replace that of your day job. So yes, you'll need to put a bit of money aside to establish your business. Not much, but there has got to be some money to establish a business, maybe a few hundred to do that. And then there's going to be ongoing costs in marketing your business to build up the volume and the turnover, etc. Okay, so that's the number one key point. Number two key point is time. Now, this is a biggie. A lot of people think that, okay, look, I'll start my home-based business. I've got some spare time, and I'll put into my home-based business. But really, have you got any spare time? If you're self-motivated and have a full life, you've really got no spare time. I know I haven't. So you don't sort of sit around and say, oh, this is my free time. I'll just sit here on the lounge and do nothing for an hour or two. That's my spare time that I have. I'll put that into a home-based business. It doesn't quite work that way. So you've got to look at your life and say what area of your life that you could take that time, the unnecessary, the time that you spent on unnecessary things, and actually put it towards a home-based business. Look, one example, of course, is television, TV. So what Wendy and I have done over the last while is we don't watch free-to-air television or pay television, and so we take that time and put it aside to actually build our business. The other thing is, I don't suggest you give up your day job, by the way, when you start your home-based business. Some people say, look, I'm sick and tired of my job, or I've just been retrenched or whatever. Yep, I'll stay at home and give it 6 months and I'll start my home-based business. Personally, I believe that you should run them side by side, your day job, or whether it be a business you're already running, a conventional business, and your home-based business side by side and see how they go. Just to give you an indication on time, how I started my first business, now it wasn't an online business, it was a conventional business many years ago. I was living outside of Sydney and I was working for the government, and I was commuting 2 hours into Sydney and 2 hours back. So I'd leave home around about 5:30 or 6 in the morning and I'd get home around about 6 p.m. at night. And that was 5 days a week, and then I'd spend half the weekend recovering from all that travel, and I'd start it all over again. So I did that for some years. But I looked at the people that I was working with, and thought, wow, am I going to end up like that in 10 or 20 or 30 years time? So with the help of Wendy, my wife, we started a home-based business, and I started in a spare bedroom. For 6 months I did that, and I used to sleep on the train those 2 hours. I would get home at around about 5:30 or 6, and then straight after my dinner I would go into that bedroom and work on my home-based business. At that time it was home-based, and till around about midnight or 1 o'clock I would fall into bed. I'd get out of bed around about 4:30 in the morning, and get ready for the travel, and then go and sleep in the train and catch up. So I did that for 6 months, and it almost killed me at the end of the 6 months. But what it did, I realised that yes, this home-based business could actually work. So I ended up quitting my job after 6 months and putting all my energies into that business, and I took it out of the home, and as I said, it was a conventional business, and away it went, and we had that business for almost 20 years, and it's still going today after we sold it. So I committed myself to that time. I made the time to actually work on my home-based business to make sure that it would work before I took the big jump and quit my day job, because it's all about cash flow. You've still got to pay for the roof over your head and the food on your table. Okay, so that's time. It's going to take time to build any home-based business. And the third important point in running a home-based business is attitude. Now this is a biggie. Where you've got to this point in time, looking at this video, is basically the summation of everything that's happened in your life and what's going on in your head. Now, if you basically got stinking thinking, you're not going to get anywhere with a new business, such as a home-based business. Look, it's if you've got a teachable attitude, an open mind, if you've got a good work ethic, if you're self-motivated, yes, you will succeed. But if you go around blaming people or blaming other circumstances or blaming things outside of me for my circumstances, no, it's everything that happens to you and where you've reached this point in your life is inside of you. So if you want to progress past that and develop something into a home-based, in this case, a home-based business, yes, you need to be open-minded. What can I do? What can I learn? What can I change? What's holding me back? And have a positive outlook to really get in there, and do it, and do it. Because there's going to be ups and downs, as with all businesses, all relationships, even within an internet-based business. It's not as though you're actually hiding behind the computer screen. There are a few businesses you can do that, but mostly you'll be interacting with people as I am interacting with you now. So it's basically it's up to you and the way that you think here. And I'll say it again, if you're open-minded, if you're teachable, if you've got a high work ethic and you're self-motivated, you've got almost 100% chance of succeeding if you've got those attributes. Okay, so they're the three. The first one, not in any particular order, by the way. The first one is you need to put some money into the business to make it work, and you've got to make sure that you've got a cash flow while you're building up your business. Don't just rely on the home-based business. Number two is time. Somehow you've got to slot it in. You've got to get an agreement with your family to say, hey, I'm going to take that time out and put it into my business. Okay, so please don't hassle me. This is my time to build my business, because ultimately it will benefit all of us in the family. So that's number two, is time. Allocate your time. And number three is attitude, and be teachable and learn. This is it's marvelous to be able to do that, because you'll grow and your business will grow with you. Okay, look, that about wraps it up. I do hope you got value out of this video. And I look forward to receiving your emails and chatting with you in the future in a future video. Okay, righto, bye for now.